Okay, we're live, Mary Beth.
We are live.
Good morning, Facebook. How are you on this beautiful day? I'm Andrea from SCAN.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Marybeth from SCAN. I'm glad you're here to join us this morning. And we only have 2 squares this morning.
Yes, our third square is MIA, but he has a very good excuse, and he unfortunately could not be here with us this morning, but he'll be with us at another time. But actually, he is a pharmacist, and Vic Sood is a pharmacist. And we just want to talk a little bit about a pharmacist right now, because one of the questions we were going to talk about, Mary Beth, is what is the role of a pharmacist in as part of your healthcare team?
Right.
And we do the diabetes self-management, and we do take control of your health. And these are evidence-based programs that Mary Beth and I both facilitate. We always talk about medication management, and we always talk about one of the most underutilized resources for all of us, and that would be your pharmacist.
Right. And you brought up a very good point, Andrea, that the pharmacist should be considered as a member of your healthcare team. You want to make sure everyone's communicating with each other. But again, the importance of having the pharmacist be a part of your team. Andrea, do you want to just touch on that?
Well, here's the thing. Your pharmacist is certainly not the doctor, but your pharmacist is absolutely accessible. You can consult with your pharmacist. It's a great option if you have a question about your medicine. Maybe you left the doctor and you're a little unclear, and now you get the medication, you get those resource sheets with all that stuff on it. I'm going to be honest, do you read it? I don't. But I know that if I have a question about anything, I can talk to the pharmacist. And that's important, because if you go to one pharmacy, and you should, who is going to know all of the medications that you're taking? Your pharmacist.
Right. And
more so than anyone else.
And a lot of times I think they have systems that will red flag if there's an interaction with a couple of medications. So they're aware of that.
So make it a point to get to know your pharmacist. And who would have imagined that we'd be going to the pharmacist now to get flu shots, to get a shingles shot? That was always the domain of the doctor. And now you don't have to go to the doctor. So your pharmacist is important. And for sure, we will have Vic on the show at another time. All right.
When he's feeling better,
when he's feeling better.
But we're going to take this opportunity to showcase our fall class listing.
Yes.
Which is, again, continuing online for the fall semester, which begins on September 14th and runs through December 11th. So again, all the classes are being held on Zoom, which we've been doing. And for anyone who is not familiar with Zoom, before I highlight the class listing, Andrea was very kind. I'm just going to hold this up. On our website, we have a link to this 3-page resource on how to use Zoom and how to acquire an email address, because without an email address, right, Andrea, that's the key to the foundation to everything.
Yeah,
it's your email address.
So anyone out there, well, if you're out there and you're watching us on Facebook, you are a technology person. But the truth is, if you've been resisting technology up to now, you are definitely being left behind in this whole COVID world and beyond. And to use Zoom, to get your Zoom link to join us, we need to be able to email it to you, right, Mary Beth? And
right.
We are learning that there are people who they want to participate, but they did not have an email address. Well, we can't call you on the phone and give you the Zoom link. That's not working.
But on that note, we do have an opportunity. There are some programs that you can actually call in and listen. So for the community that doesn't potentially have a device to watch, you can call in and we could provide you with a phone number to call in. But that's not for all the classes. Just for some, we're able to provide that. So before I go into some of the details, the most important one I know Andrea wants to highlight is a diabetes workshop.
I do. Yeah, it's me again on diabetes. Okay. So you know that Mary Beth and I are both facilitators, and I happen to be one of the master trainers. And so we've been offering diabetes self-management. This is a 6-week evidence-based program. We've been offering this for many years. Obviously, we used to offer it in person. Now we're doing it online. And, you know, it translated, I would say, beautifully online. So I feel really good about it. Mary Beth and I already have facilitated one of the workshops. So by popular demand, we're doing one of these in an evening. It's going to start Thursday. It's going to be Thursdays, October 8th through November 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. Because we also acknowledge that some of you are working, like we're working, and so you're not available during the day. So we're offering it in the evening. And then we're also offering it during the day on Mondays, starting September 14th through October 19th. And that's going to be from 10 a.m. until noon. And I know that there's information out there, but I'll put this out on Facebook as well. And it's free. I really encourage anyone who has diabetes, who is pre-diabetic. Maybe you're a caretaker for someone who has diabetes, or maybe you're just looking to learn a little bit more of some better nutrition, because we do discuss all of that and more during this 6-week class. Again, it's free. If you want to register, you'll call SCAN. I will put links to all of that in our, in Facebook.
Section, yeah.
So having said that, let's move on, Mary Beth, and talk about the fall semester, which you have packed with all kinds of goodies.
Well, thank you. Let's see. Acting and improv, top of the list, fun class. David's a great instructor. We have 2 complimentary art classes, the Donna Como, who we had last Friday on for cocktails with her beautiful artwork that her students did. Those are 2 workshops. Our language offerings have expanded. We now have 3 for Spanish and 3 for Italian, with a complete beginner class, an advanced beginner, and a conversation level class for each.
And the most marvelous instructor you can imagine, guys.
Yes, Richard absolutely is very passionate about foreign languages. So you have a fabulous instructor with Richard.
Yes. Yes.
Fitness classes, floor yoga, chair yoga, bone up for osteoporosis, which is a little combination of some cardio and strength training, and also Tai Chi with Belle, who is actually going to be relocating. But I will say that because we're on online, we get to keep Belle.
Right.
So we don't have to worry about his long distance at this point, which is fabulous. Meditation is something that we're offering this semester. Sharon comes to us from the VNA. Let's see, what else am I missing? I don't want to leave anybody out. Oh, classic literature. Flora is focusing on Moby Dick for the fall semester. She's just finishing up Canterbury Tales. And she has a lovely class who has been really diving into Canterbury Tales. Maddie's Craft
Corner. Almost like a book club, but they dive much deeper.
And they explore the culture. And, a lot of times Flora has illustrations or music. She really just brings so much to those classes. Maddie's Crafty Corner, for our crafters out there. She's going to be offering 5 different workshops with a different project each week. Trivia time. Andrea, want to just talk about, we're doing some boomer trivia.
Well, we thought we'd have some fun. I hope it's going to be fun. So, we're basing it off of the boomer edition of Trivial Pursuit, and it's sponsored by Chris Brown of Imperial Health. Yes. She is supplying gift cards for the winners. So we're going to, I love that she's doing that. Thank you, Chris.
Yes.
And it's just going to be pure fun. Let's see how your, we probably need a COVID edition of Trivial Pursuit. But it's going to be based off of the boomer edition. So for all you boomers out there like me, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're doing it multiple times too.
Yes. Two afternoon sessions and 2 evening sessions. So
You
again,
want to
trying
catch
to
everybody.
incorporate some evening activities. And Ascend Hospice, who is another sponsor of SCAN, is also providing a stress management workshop. So we're making sure everyone stays calm and focused during this fall semester. And I think I missed, oh, I know what we left out. TV and film aesthetics with Robin.
Right.
That was, so our TV production class, because we're not in person, again, pivoted to an online class, and Robin retitled it TV and Film Aesthetics, and they were diving into a number of series and seeing how they were produced and things of that nature. So that really took off well, and they're continuing that for the fall semester.
Does Robin say which TV show they're going to be?
She didn't. So I think they were still exploring that. Our virtual Lunch and Learn series are continuing September 24th, October 15th, November 5th, and December 3rd, all from 12:30 to 1:30. Again, free and open to the public. Anyone can participate, but registration is required.
And for the Lunch and Learns guys, that's a call-in. You don't have to have an email address. That you can just kind of set your phone on speaker and just listen. Right. It's going to be good.
Jack's Jazz Radio Hour is continuing. Jack plays fabulous music. It's a great hour and a half. He puts so much time into providing the lineup each week. And again, that's a call-in option class as well. And AARP, who is another SCAN sponsor, will be doing a number of fraud protection workshops. We just didn't have dates to publish at the time that we went to print. So stay tuned for that. And I think I covered everything. I hope I didn't leave anything out. But again, www.scannj, visit the website. The full class listing is up there for your review.
Plus, every so often, we have the opportunities to include what Marybeth and I call pop-up classes, things that just kind of happen spur of the moment, and there'll be a lot of publicity on getting that out there. We, we have a few things in the works, but until they actually pop up, we won't say anything. We'll keep you all in suspense. But Marybeth, you did really a good job.
Well, thank you.
And we're hoping, again, no in-person classes for the rest of the year. And I think everyone gets why. And we're really crossing our fingers that in January we can resume in-person classes. One of the things that we are known for that we've not been able to do is our successful aging and technology program. And that is absolutely an in-person kind of a situation. And that's where we, for 10 weeks, we provide income eligible folks free tablets. Right. And we have 10 weeks of instruction on using the tablet, as well as every week we talk about successful aging and healthy lifestyles and benefits and all sorts of really remarkable information. But again, alas, that's not happening till we can be together.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is a kind of a hands-on program.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
But when we do return in 2021, our plan is to have what we're calling a dual platform. So we will have in-person and continue with our online classes, because we certainly see the benefit that being able to come into people's homes has had. So we're going to continue that.
We acknowledge that there are people that, some of you might be homebound. Some of you have transportation issues. Some of you really don't want to come to the mall, and that's fine. Now we get that, it all makes sense. So we're going to be a dual platform organization, and I like it. It opens up a lot more opportunity for us. It's been an interesting experience, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It has.
More successful than I thought.
Yes, it has pushed the boundaries in a good way.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It really has pushed the boundaries, but it's all for good. It's all for good. Absolutely. And even, here we are on SCAN FYI, and which again, we forgot to say that in the beginning, but you're watching SCAN FYI. you know, this all came about as well because of COVID and the shutdown. And we were looking for other opportunities to engage with people. And here's another one. It turns out
it's been very successful. It's been very successful. We've had a lot of people following up, watching the clips after if they didn't catch it live. And this is all great information to be used by yourself or by somebody else to pass along. So we're grateful.
Everything that we're doing is archived on SCAN's YouTube channel. So I'll just take a moment and talk about that. You know, SCAN we have a TV studio in the mall, but of course we can't get to that either, which is why the TV production class is changed it up a little bit, and Robin is doing it online. And again, it turned into something wonderful. But we're still producing 3 TV shows that are seen on local access cable, and we're doing those on Zoom as well. Robin, our TV director, has done a great job. So we have Welcome to SCAN, we have Community Connections, and we have Caregivers First, 3 different TV shows. These are all available on our YouTube channel. In fact, you ought to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then you won't miss anything that we put out there. A lot of good stuff. It's kind of interesting, you know, when you go through and you look at the TV shows that we've done, Marybeth, over the years. It's really an interesting history all about SCAN as well. Yes. And all the different people that we've managed to interview over the years. Absolutely. Good job to us.
My big coffee mug here.
Oh, I have my little one today. This is my Hokusai. If anyone out there is a fan of Japanese artwork, I bet you recognize this. Or not.
Or not. Sorry, that one I didn't recognize. I was online at Marshall's yesterday and they had a Frida Kahlo mug, which I thought was very interesting. You don't usually see her.
No. Was it her face?
It was her image. And I mean, her work is very distinguishable. So
yes.
I should have gotten it. See, now I'm talking about it. I should have gotten it. I go back there tomorrow.
You know, one of the things that I'll give everyone a little teaser on this that we're hoping to put together as a pop-up, but this was really interesting. You know, last Friday night we did quarantine cocktails, and as we usually do, and we had Donna Como, one of our art instructors, and she had several of her students who participated in the, let me say it right, Monmouth County
Senior Art Show.
Monmouth County Senior Art Show, but this year it was virtual because it had to be. So we had several of the winners were with us as well, and we had a great slideshow. And after we looked at the slideshow, we had a most interesting conversation among all the artists. So we thought it might be an interesting thing to do periodically, to have a kind of an art workshop, but not doing art, but having different topics of art and having a conversation among artists. So this is something that we're really considering. Donna and I are hoping to put this together. I'd be curious to know of our listeners out there, what's your thought on that? And if it's something that does interest you, what topics of artwork would you like to hear us talk about? You know, what I love about SCAN, Marybeth, one of the many things.
Anything.
We could do whatever we want. We cut through there is no red tape, right?
No.
It's the greatest. It really is.
Two River Theater, which I attend in Red Bank. Again, all of these poor theaters have been shut down, and they're also finding ways to engage with the community. They had a great segment on with their costume designer, talking about how they selected fabrics for one of their characters in one of the shows that I saw. And again, something like that, it was so interesting to listen to.
And that's kind of behind the scenes information that normally you wouldn't have access to. Oh, very cool.
So that's very cool. If we're able to get some artists and talk about that, that would be a great pop-up segment.
And you know what else, just FYI for our listeners, is the Axelrod Theater in Deal, which of course, nothing happening there, but they are doing kind of little mini concerts with a lot of different people, and it's always free. It's on Facebook Live. Go to Axelrod's Facebook page, Axelrod Performing Arts Center in Deal. So, you know, lots of places like us are finding new ways to engage with people, and it's really thank you, Facebook, for letting us into your homes. I feel like on a daily basis. Well, weekly, I should say weekly. All right, any last words?
I think we packed in a lot, Andrea.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
A lot
did.
of good, important information out there this morning. So again, reach out to us at www.scannj.org. Put any comments. Andrea and I will check it, get back to you. But we're just happy to be with you this morning.
And we promise you that we'll have Vic Sood,
Yeah.
our resident pharmacist and board member. He'll come on another day. Meanwhile, always remember, if it's important to you, it's important to us. I'm Andrea Tarr. This has been FYI. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Have a good day.